Lesson 62, displaying data in stem and leaf plots and histograms. So we're going to show stem and leaf plot and histogram using an example. So we're going to have ages of dance instructors. Just random problem here. So let's say we take the data of all of the dance instructors in Cache County. And here are their ages. We have 19, 25, 34, 32, 48, 24, 28, 29, 26, 34, 17, 58, 47, 38, 27, and 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 numbers, okay? Okay, then what we want to do is we have to remember we're going to include multiples in our list. We are going to list them by tens. So the tens, we have a 17 and a 19. Then we'll list the 20s, and we want to list them smallest to largest. So we have, there's a 25, there's a 24, 29, 26, 27, another 29. Okay, so we had a 24, 25, 26, 27, did I see a 28? Yep, 28, and two 29s. Then we're going to list our 30s. So those in the 30s, and in order, smallest to greatest. So 34, 32, another 34, and a 38. So we have a 32, a 34, 34, and a 38. Then we're going to list all the 40s. We have 48, 47, smaller, so we have a 47 and a 48. And we're going to list 50s. Let's see what we have. Just 58. Okay, so to draw a stem and leaf plot, we write stem and leaf. Now we have 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. So we write as the stem 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this represents all the 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. For the leaves, we just put the ones place. So in the 10s, we have a 17 and a 19, so we just put 7, 9. So this means 17 and 19. For the 20s, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9. And for the 30s, we have 2, 4, 4, and 8. 40s, we have a 7 and an 8, and 50s, we have 8. Then we have to write a key. So the key is, we take one stem, let's just do a 1, and the line goes between, and we have a 7. And then we write what that means. That means 17 years old. And so we put our label. This is the whole stem and leaf plot. We probably would want to label it above age of dance instructors. I didn't leave room here, so let's put it off to the side here. And usually we would put that kind of right in there, right above the stem and leaf plot. Now we have a definition here, it's called the relative frequency. Relative frequency just means the total number of times the event can happen. So it's the number of times an event happens. And if you divide that by the total number of trials, or total number given, that will give the relative frequency. So, and we write that as a percent. So let's see, the number of times an event happens. So let's say we wanted to find the relative frequency of 34. So we look up here in our data, we find our stem is 3 and here's 4, so we have 2 divided by how many total? We counted there was 16, which is 1/8, and we know that 1/8 is equal to 125 thousandths, which is in percent 12 1/2%. So the relative frequency of 34 is 12.5%. Okay, then we have a histogram. Now a histogram is a type of bar graph. It's where all the bars are together and they are along the x-axis. There's intervals. So we're going to make a histogram out of this data. So let's first write what a histogram is. It's a bar graph that displays frequency. Now that just means how many are there of data in equal sized intervals. So each bar has to be the same width and it touches the other bars. So each bar is the same width and touches the adjacent bars. So we're going to draw a histogram, dance instructor ages. So this is our title. We're going to put our ages down at the bottom. Let's see, I don't have a lot of room here, so let me see if we can just go like this. There we go. We'll put ages, so you have the title, each of your axes, and then we're going to put along the y-axis number of instructors. And we're going to start 10 to 20. So from 0 to 10 there isn't any, so we're just going to start at 10, 20, and we're going to try to make these the same width, and then from 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and 50 to 60. So let's see. Then we put our vertical axis on. Trying to see if I have enough room here. So if I count by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Hopefully that's enough. How many do we have? So from 10 to 20, we can look at our stem and leaf plot, and we have 2. So from 10 to 20, we'll just go up to 2, and we draw our bar graph. Then from 20 to 30, you can just count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to go all the way up to 7. Between 30 and 40, we have 4. So that's right there. 40 to 50, we have 2. And from 50 to 60, we have 1. And then you can color in the bars or make little designs or something. And that's the end of the lesson.